What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. It's been quite the week for Avengers Endgame deleted scenes, this the last weekend before Spider-Man Far From Home's official release, and the marketing team over at Marvel is pouring it on hard. Not only the re-release of Avengers Endgame with this official post-credit scene, but then the Russos coming out to talk about and name the 6 post-credit scenes that we're going to get with the official release of the DVD and Blu-ray at the end of next month. We're going to cover the leaked official scene that you would have gotten to see. I know a lot of you reaching out telling me you're very disappointed they skipped your city entirely, not only worldwide but here in the US with this re-release. I know they wanted to beat Avatar, but it seems they've put it in the minimum number of theaters possible. We're going to break down the leaked footage. You can see it everywhere on the internet right now. I saw it in 3 places, Instagram included this morning, as well as the names of the other scenes that you can expect to see and what they might mean for the DVD and Blu-ray. There's 6 of them, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff, including tickets to go see Spider-Man Far From Home in IMAX. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So Marvel Studios, which are normally so good at fan service, may have had a blind spot here with this re-release. It was a letdown for a lot of people to find out that the re-release wouldn't happen in their city, and this isn't just worldwide, major countries not getting the re-release, but even states and major cities here in the US not getting the re-release either. And then it was a letdown for those who went, as the scene seems to not be correlated that well with the storyline at all. Now, it has leaked everywhere on the internet. Like I said, I saw it in 3 places this morning, Instagram twice, and I would issue the normal spoiler warning, but it in fact doesn't spoil anything, and I think that's the problem. It's of the Hulk running into a building and saving a bunch of kids and a family inside of an enormous satellite dish, jumping back out of the building with them all in the dish, and then putting it down and walking over to a fire truck and either looking like putting ice up to his head or maybe he's about to get on a cell phone. It's really hard to tell from the quality of the footage, and it's also important to mention that the scene was overdubbed in Spanish, so if the reason for the scene's inclusion was a quip or joke from Professor Hulk that further contextualizes it in the context of Infinity War and or Avengers Endgame, then that was lost on me as I don't speak fluent Spanish. I think it's also important to note that they did tell us that the CGI wouldn't be done and this would be an unfinished scene, and I think that's why initially when I saw it leaked everywhere, I thought it might not be authentic. It doesn't look quite right, but you can clearly tell there at the end that the CGI model is the right one for Professor Hulk and his shirt, and if this is a fake, well, it's done absolutely excellently, and they did it to coincide with the leaked stories in the last 48 hours of what this post-credit scene would be. Now, it's unclear whether they're going to include this one on the DVD, but the Russos came out and told us with this Blu-ray DVD release at the end of next month, I believe the release date is either August 13th for the Blu-ray and maybe July 30th, which is 2 weeks earlier for the DVD. Guys, they do that because they know some people are crazy enough to buy the DVD and then 2 weeks later buy the Blu-ray. Yeah, people do that and they know that, so they go ahead and give you every possible opportunity to spend your money. But with these stagnant releases, there is going to be the same amount of post-credit scenes included on both, and we're going to run down the names that they gave us real quick right now. Now, the first one is called Goji Berries. That's got to be some sort of interplay between Nebula, if you remember back to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. It's got to be something between Tony and Nebula on the Benatar. I'm guessing that's where that deleted scene is from. And remember, guys, if these are quote-unquote deleted scenes, that means that they were shot for the movie and then just omitted for whatever reason. It also may mean that the CGI was never finished, as scenes get deleted all the time during editing, so it'll be interesting to see if they finish the CGI or if some of these scenes are unfinished and why they included them. The second scene is called Bombs on Board. Now, I have my own thoughts about this. A lot of us thought the proton cannon was going to be included in Avengers Endgame, and I'm maybe going to hold out for that. I don't really know what other bombs they would be referring to, but the only thing I can think of is that proton cannon that the Russos made sure to include in that one set photo that drove us all nuts when they said, "Look harder." The third scene is called Suckiest Army in the Galaxy. Now, maybe that's a play on Guardians of the Galaxy, or maybe they're making fun of the Chitauri army. Maybe that's something that someone says out of context in reference to Guardians of the Galaxy. That sounds like a Rhodey comeback. I'll have to wait and see, but my money's on Rhodey saying something like that. Now, the next one's called You Used to Freaking Live Here, and that's pretty easy to figure out. The only person who has freaking in their lexicon is for sure Rocket Raccoon, and that's got to be speaking to Thor when they return to Asgard, referring to how opulent that palace face looked when they went to get the reality stone. The next one is called Tony and Howard, and undoubtedly this has to be Tony and his father, maybe some extra scenes of peculiarness or awkwardness between the two of them, or a couple of extra poignant lines they decided to cut for time, but that's what my money's on for that. And then the last one is called Avengers Take a Knee, and I would guess this is also during the funeral scene, or perhaps still on the field of battle when Tony is dying. They pan out and everybody takes a knee, realizing what's happened. I don't know how that scene would look. It seems a lot like a Lord of the Rings end trilogy when everybody bows to Frodo thing. Maybe it was a little awkward. And again, guys, when they're in post, when they're editing this, some things just come off completely different than they think, but some things are right on the line, right? It's easy to cut stuff that everybody in the room says, hey, that doesn't work. But then there's these scenes and even frames as you cut in towards the final cut that you need to make space for, and it's really on the line with them. Some people have to fight tooth and nail to get their frames or a couple of quick seconds of footage that they think need to make it into that final cut. And of course, the Russos have all the power in the world here, but what about these scenes that were right on the line? And of the 6 deleted scenes that we're getting, I really hope that eventually we get that Catherine Langford scene between Tony Stark and his daughter. I would think the only reason they haven't included that yet and have no plans to include it is because the CGI was never done. They shot it and realized the symmetry they thought was there between Thanos and his daughter wasn't there because people didn't realize who that was. But since they showed it in test screening, something tells me that the CGI is done, which means, guys, I believe that when they release the IMAX aspect ratio of this movie down the road in a 5 or a 10-year anniversary set, that's the only reason they haven't released it yet. It's the same reason they're staggering the DVD and the Blu-ray even 2 weeks. They're not giving you everything at once. We will eventually get to see that scene, especially if she's going to be cast as Morgan Stark anywhere else in the MCU, and I would bet she would. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you glad that this didn't come to your city so that you didn't waste the time and money to go see an unfinished scene, or are you definitely going to make sure to seek it out if it's anywhere close? And let me also know what you think about these 6 deleted scenes for the DVD and Blu-ray down in the comments. Make sure to like the video, and quickly let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros. The next one is at the 500,000 subscriber mark. If you missed the winner at the 400,000 subscriber mark, it was announced in a video how the Snap creates mutants posted last week. The 300,000 subscriber mark winner was literally announced the day that Avengers Endgame came out, because the universe works synchronicities like that sometimes. We're also giving away a PlayStation 4 Pro over on my Spotify account, Allfires. It's free and easy to enter that one. Far fewer people are going to do that than sub here at the channel. All you got to do, follow the link down in the comment in the descriptions below. If you have a Spotify account, great. If you don't, it's free to make one. All you need is an email. Follow my account, Allfires, stream a song, screenshot that, then send that screenshot to everythingalwaysYT@gmail.com. That's down in the link in the description in the comments down below as well. Far fewer people are going to do this and sub here at the channel. It'll greatly boost your odds of winning a PlayStation. Also, check out my last video if you want to know who won the last pair of Spider-Man IMAX tickets. If you want to win any of the stuff here at the channel, including those tickets, the PlayStation, or anything else we announce, all you have to do, hit the sub button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and the more videos that you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Guys, thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.